What do you guys got?
You guys can take those off. You can take them for the press conference. Cheers.
Kevin, it felt like you were pretty good for about 35 minutes in regulation, and then the last 5 minutes, is that again just decision making down the stretch?
Yes. We execution down the stretch. We're in a rush to do things where we shouldn't. Time and score. Just talk to our guys about it. The point guard's got to do a better job of executing and getting us in things and not rushing down. But that's all of us. And then we got to defend better. Got to defend better down the stretch. We got to rebound better. They came up with some loose balls toward the end. So it's been our Achilles heel a little bit closing games out. We struggled the last game, but we were able to hang on.
As much as this one stings, what do you say to them to get them to turn around? I mean, you got to come back on Sunday and play in the afternoon.
Execute better. Execute down the stretch. We'll be back in that place again. Play a very good St. Peter's game. We got to know our personnel, know who we're trying to get the ball to late game, who are the guys that we want to take the shots down the stretch, and we got to execute better.
Coach, for this one to go into overtime, you guys had a couple chances to go up with the lead and just couldn't execute, couldn't get shots to fall. What was really, and you were going through a lot of emotions on the bench, what did you really feel with the guys not being able to get the shots to fall and not make those plays?
It wasn't about the shots falling, it was about running the right things to give us a chance to score. We were getting layups at one time, layup after layup. We needed to be patient. We stopped being patient. We stopped moving the ball. We stopped getting in the gaps against their zone. They couldn't guard us, so they had to play zone.
And looking to the game against St. Peter's, taking the last 5-10 minutes into account with the defensive struggles, what do you think needs to change defensively going into the next game?
We got to talk more. We got to communicate more. Can't leave open shooters when the game's going down the stretch. We have the lead. Got to know where the shooters are. We talked about that. Guys can't be hugged up on guys when we're supposed to be on help side. It's just ball pressure, everything. It's just everything. But it still comes down to the offensive execution. If we execute better, we win this game. We're all feeling better.
Jerry, after you got the block on Marfo, was there a sense that you guys felt like you needed to come down and win the game there at the end of regulation?
After the block, I just felt like with the time on the clock, we had a chance in the game. Fortunately, it didn't happen the way we want, but at least give it a chance.
You also made the 2 free throws there. Just sort of what goes into that? You hadn't shot a lot of free throws. You hadn't taken many shots in the game up to that point to be able to step up there and make those.
Yeah, well, the coach was talking to me on the sideline, build up our confidence, walking up to the line, breathe in, and just take a shot. I haven't really shot a lot of free throws, but when I go up there, I tend to miss a lot this year. I think it's one of my worst years shooting free throws, and I got to step up as a leader of the team and start making free throws.
What do you guys need to do better in the last 5 minutes of games so that you win this game next time?
As coach just said, we just got to execute, find the right guys, make the right shots, slow down if we have to lead, or time to score if we start up. Some guy rush or push the ball if we don't have to. Unnecessary turnovers, that's what really kills us over there.
Kevin, on the play at the end of regulation, I mean, I thought you did a pretty good look for Jeremiah there. I don't know if that was the guy you...
It's not the guy I wanted. It's not. I wanted this guy. That's not the guy I wanted. He was open. This is the guy right here I wanted to shoot. This is the guy that I trust at the end of the game. No, there's no knock on Jeremiah Pope, love him to death. This is the guy I trusted the late game, take the shot. That's who I wanted the ball to go to. He was open.
Alan, what did you see on that last play in regulation?
I just trailed the play, be able to drive attack, push back. But I think I trust Jeremiah making that shot though, so it wasn't good. But we just gotta personnel execute, like you said, execute. So that's the game for the record.
Kevin, you did play Jeremiah a lot tonight, and I thought he did some good things for you. What went into that decision to kind of bring him back into the rotation?
Yeah, he was not doing what we needed him to do early, so therefore I wasn't playing him. He's coming around doing the things we're asking him to do, and therefore I can play him. You know, it had more to do off the court than it did on the court. Not playing guys when they don't do what they're supposed to do off the court.
Alan, you had tied the team, tied it for leading in points tonight with 17. But in the second half, there you kind of went cold for a little while, but then picked it right back up in overtime. Did you change anything going into the overtime, or think anything differently going into overtime from that second half?
No, I shot those same shots in the second half. I didn't make them, but just keep shooting. I was open, not one shot.
Kevin, they're a team that shoots a lot of three-pointers, and then they did that in the first half, and then the second half, they seemed like they drove it more. Did that, do anything to you defensively?
No.
Whether they changed something?
No, I just think that, give them credit. They made some shots. Yeah, we had the lead most of the game. Like you said, 35 minutes. We execute, we slow down. We're all feeling better. To me, that's the message to this team. We did enough to win in regulation. I thought we should have taken care of the game down the stretch. If we make the right decisions, we take our time. Guys made their free throws, 12 or 13 from the free throw line. Just gotta execute better.
That surprised you that the execution at the end of the games hasn't been there with the personnel you have?
Well, Mervin fouled out, which hurt. That hurt. Pope has not been in the game at the end. We have some guys that haven't been in those positions. Remember, DJ, this is just DJ's second year with us, still trying to figure some things out. And I thought Demetrio could have given us a little bit more, but just disappointed, Kyle. Just disappointed as a coach. We just got to do a better job.
DJ has struggled a little bit offensively. Are teams doing something differently to him now?
He's the main guy on the scouting report, so they're going to pay most attention to him. AP's doing enough to help us because he's actually opening the court up for DJ. Guys can't overhelp. We've had a number of layups and shots. We just gotta. I think he had some opportunities to make some shots. Some of the opportunities he rushed. I think he was open on some of it. I think he needs to go back and see it on film. Stop rushing and just stay in the game. But he'll be back the next game. He'll be ready to go.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, folks.